SAPSI Corner Office Podcast, a professional podcast for professionals. I'm your host, Ivor Sealetsa, and today on our show, we have Botlhale Dube. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Ivor.
Okay. Can you just tell our viewers at home who is Botlhale? Yeah, who is Botlhale in a nutshell?
Oh, okay. Botlhale is a public servant. Botlhale is
Okay.
a girl from the West Rand who's currently working in a municipality in Mpumalanga. But she's a public servant at heart. So that's who I am.
Okay, a public servant. Are you saying that you are from the revenue department?
Correct. So I'm from the revenue department. I'm the girl that sends you your accounts. I'm the girl that switches off your electricity. I'm that girl.
Okay, so you do disconnect.
A lot.
Yes.
I disconnect a lot of properties that don't make their payments to the municipality.
Okay.
That's my job.
Okay, I just want to get straight to it. Who should have a municipal account?
So everybody who has or who owns a property
Okay.
should have a municipal account at the municipality. In most cases, you'd find that even your occupiers, if you have a tenant,
Right.
the municipality will then give you an account, however, not with your basic charges. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is if you are an owner of a property, you should be having a municipal account. But in a case where you find that maybe Mr. Ivor Sealetsa is the one that owns a sectional title, meaning a block of flats,
Okay.
they'd be the one that pays your property rates, but the tenants inside would then have to pay for all the other services. So you'd find that Mr. Ivor is getting his services or his municipal account for property rates, but everybody else is also getting their account because they have the service accounts being your water, your electricity accounts. So yeah, in a nutshell, almost everyone who has a property
So
in South Africa.
basically, what you are saying is if you are a property owner, it is mandatory for you to have a municipal account.
Correct.
So it might be different with the tenants.
Correct. So the owner of the property, the person who has a bond or has a title deed in
Yes.
South Africa is the one who's supposed to have a municipal account.
Okay. So now, how often do you actually send these statements out to those that have, if I could call them consumer debtors? How often do you send them statements?
We're supposed to be sending them statements on a monthly basis. So the municipality will then provide your services, probably maybe weekly, maybe for your refuse. They'll come and take
Okay.
your refuse on a weekly basis. But in terms of our billing, we then do a monthly billing. So every single month, then we send out our statements.
Okay. So the statements will include all the services that are actually offered by the municipality, isn't that so?
Correct. So if you don't have tenants, some municipalities don't have tenants accounts,
Okay.
but there are other municipalities that have tenants accounts. And if you have a tenant, they'll send 2 statements. So one statement with property tax and all your basic charges would then go to the property owner, and then everything else would go then to your tenant.
Okay. Basic charges. What are we relating to? What are we talking about when we are talking about basic charges?
So your basic charge is an availability charge. So for
Okay.
the fact that there's a pipe running under your house, there's electricity that's passing and coming to your house, that electricity line is what you need to pay for. It's an availability charge where the municipality uses it for maintenance and all the other stuff just to maintain the property or the infrastructure
Okay.
that is owned by the municipality. So it's an availability charge. Because you have the pipe, you must pay for it and maintain it.
So a pipe will now actually translate to sewer charges, I guess.
That's different. In a case that sewer would then have 2 charges. You'd have a basic sewer charge,
Yes.
then you'd have a unit charge.
Okay.
So in other municipalities, they will charge your sewer unit charge with your water. In other
Okay.
municipalities, they'll just charge you a flat fixed rate. So you'd be charged the basic sewer charge, your availability charge, and then you'd be charged for the actual flushing that you do on every single month. So let's say, for instance, the basic charge is like 10 rand,
Yes.
and then the unit charge is 50 rand.
Okay.
So on a monthly basis, you'd be giving the municipality 60 rand.
60 rand.
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier on, you mentioned about something about refuse. Refuse, it's the collection of
The dustbins.
your dustbins.
Yes.
Okay. Can I go to the municipality and say, please do not charge me refuse? I will make a plan with my dustbin.
No.
So it is mandatory for me to pay for
It's
that
mandatory
service.
for you, especially if the municipal truck passes by your house.
Yes.
Whether you take out your dustbin or not,
Okay.
it's mandatory for you guys to pay it. If you're going to take your own dustbin and take it to a landfill site, you're going to be charged for that as well. So it's cheaper to then pay your refuse orders on every month than going to a landfill site and paying the fines.
Okay. Now, what happens if I do not pay my municipal account?
So I feel like it touches a lot of places, not just revenue. From a revenue perspective, would send you a statement and then give you 7 days to pay. And then after 7 days, if you don't pay, would send you a warning SMS telling you that we're giving you 14 days after the SMS. And still, if you don't come through, then we are going to switch off your electricity. So the sad part about not paying your municipal account from a revenue perspective is that you're going to get your electricity disconnected. If you still continue not paying your account, we then hand you over to debt collectors.
Okay.
So you'd find that there's somebody calling you every day, it's irritating you and saying that you must pay the municipality. But if I'm not looking at it from a revenue perspective, and I'm looking at it from a service delivery point of view,
Yes.
you'd find that you not paying your municipal account then affects all the other services that need to be rendered to you. So your maintenance that needs to be done, remember, it comes from the availability charges. So if you don't pay your account, at the end of the day, it's going to affect something in another section.
Okay.
So you'd find that sometimes service delivery is less or it doesn't happen because of the fact that revenue is not generated.
Oh, so there's no money that is coming to
Correct.
the municipality. So the municipality is unable to send out that truck that must go and collect the dustbins.
Correct.
Okay. Now let me just be I don't know what word to use. Let me just be stubborn. Okay. I don't care if you don't I don't care if you come and disconnect my electricity because I have a generator, so you can do as you please. Now, I have water. You are coming to collect my dustbin. I have my generator, so you can cut off my electricity. I can do without electricity. If someone has that thinking, then what are the consequences in the future?
Remember, we can also cut water off.
Okay.
Yeah, we can restrict that as well. Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have a mechanism where we say we're stopping all services to come to your house.
Okay.
So the best thing that we can do at the moment is literally that we will just have to disconnect your services, meaning your water and electricity, and hand you over to debt collectors for the revenue collection. We can't go as far as getting the police involved or anything, unless if you reconnect yourself, then that is a fraudulent activity. Then we are able to then report you to the police.
Illegal connections.
Yeah, it's an illegal connection.
All right.
But other than that, we also get to a point where we end at handing you over. But the handover process again has its own consequences where they can blacklist you or graylist you, however they call their terms. And again, it's also irritating to get calls every day, So it's quite better for you to at least come to the municipality, maybe make arrangements, speak to someone. Tell them that you have a certain situation that's not allowing you to pay the municipality, I mean, we are human beings. We understand. We can make plans because we want revenue.
Okay.
So come and talk to us. Let us try and make a plan, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. Now, I am someone who wants to pay the municipality. I want to pay my account. unfortunately, I cannot afford. Let's say I am unemployed or I earn only, the what do you call this? That subsidy from the government, the 350. Like I cannot really afford. I do have a property that was actually that I inherited from my parents, but unfortunately I cannot afford to pay the municipality. In that case, then what measures can one take with the municipality?
So it's in two folds. Where you are the property owner and you can't afford,
Yes.
and where you are someone that inherited a property that wasn't yours.
Yes.
So if I speak on the first one, I'd say if you are unemployed and can't afford municipal services, the municipality has what we call an indigent program.
Okay.
So the indigent program varies from municipality to municipality. Each municipality has a threshold. So when I say threshold, I mean municipality A will say people that are earning 0 to 6,000 then qualify to be an indigent. Other municipalities have it up until 10,000. Others are even less. So if your salary or your household income meaning that everybody that lives in the house, their money is combined, is less than the 6,000, then you guys can come and apply for indigent, and then you get a write-off in terms of the services that we provide. So also that is dependent on the municipality. Other municipalities will then give you 100% write-off, but other municipalities won't. So in a case of, let me just speak on municipality A, for instance, where they will give you a write-off on all the services, but they say to you, I'm only giving you 6 kiloliters of water and only 50 kilowatt hours of electricity. If you use more than that, then you'll buy for yourself. But for every other service, then we'll give you for free.
Okay.
But there are other municipalities that say, we're giving you everything,
Free.
Yeah, we'll give you everything, we'll write off everything. But in most cases, I think we are just legislated to say for water and electricity, 6 kiloliters and 50 kilowatt hours of that.
Okay.
In a case of someone who inherited a place, it's quite hard. It's also municipality dependent, depends on the policy of a certain municipality. You come through as Botlhale, my mother left me a house, and then I don't work, I don't have anything in my name, then I'd come to the municipality. Other municipalities will tell you, I need a letter of authority.
Okay.
Yeah, that you'll then be responsible for the house that you live in. Then we can open an account for you. And then we'll charge the services, and then you can apply for indigent, and then we'll rebate you all the services. Other municipalities will say, okay, you don't need a letter of authority, just come through. As long as there's someone who's taking care of the account, then we are fine. So it varies municipality from municipality, And we have those ones that actually are over the threshold, So in the case of a pensioner, let me say in the case of a pensioner, if you're a pensioner and those pensioners that were professionals and they're still getting their monies.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got what we call a pensioner's rebate.
Okay.
Yeah, so Leone, it's dependent on the salary or the income that you get on a monthly basis. So you'd find that if you're getting maybe from 6,000 or 0 to 6,001, you'd get like a 50% write-off. And then if it goes higher, maybe it goes higher with the percentages as well. So in terms of what we offer at municipalities, it varies. Other municipalities come up with your incentives and all that. But one thing that is, what can I say? One thing that all municipalities have is your indigent subsidy for my unemployed.
So all the municipalities within the borders of South Africa, they do have an indigent subsidy.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think our South African citizens are actually aware of this indigent subsidy?
I think they're aware that there is something like that. However, they're not sure how it works.
Okay.
And other people are left out because they probably maybe don't fall within the thresholds. Some middle class people, it's a shame because they won't fall within the indigenous, and they can't. Some of them can't even afford to pay the municipality because of all the other responsibilities. But they're aware, because I think in terms of public participations that I had, and when people go and inquire at municipalities, they are told to say, we've got something like this, come and apply. I think we can do a better job at communicating it, but it's out there.
Okay. So does the municipality actually consider affordability? Like you've mentioned, you could not be within the threshold. Your income could be above the threshold, but affordability wise, okay, we can also have another example. Here is a grandmother here's a granny who is staying with 5 of her grandchildren. Now remember, each child is getting how much from the government, and then you find that the threshold, that money combined, it actually exceeds the threshold, and then at the same time, that money is not enough to maintain these kids. In that case, then how can one actually be rebated by the municipality, or is it possible though?
And I said it depends on the policy of the municipality.
Okay.
Yeah. So other municipalities would say that when we consider household income, we don't include the children's grants.
Okay.
Yeah. So other municipalities would include them, but then it would be a disadvantage to the grandmother, because then she won't qualify at all. She'll just be getting her maybe normal property rates rebate like any other normal citizen. But it really depends on the municipality.
Okay. Does it really help the municipality if we have more of those who do not afford come into the municipality and apply for the indigent status?
It does. It helps the municipality a lot, because then whatever that we are subsidizing the community, the municipality is also getting a subsidy. So the more people that actually apply to be an indigent, then the government then also subsidizes the municipality to assist with the service rendering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just one question regarding the indigent. We've been on this case for too long. Okay. Okay. I'm an indigent currently, and I am not employed. And then my financial situation actually changes. Now I'm now employed, and then I am actually above the indigent threshold. But I do not come to the municipality to inform the municipality that I am now employed. What can happen in that situation?
So yeah, we never come back and tell the municipality that we are employed. But the sad part, or the unfortunate part about that, is that a lot of municipalities are using third-party systems that are checking.
Okay.
So when we do the review, we then find that, okay, Botlhale was not working. And then when we do the indigent review, you'd find that we run it through the system, you run your ID number on the system, and the system will then pick you up that you are now employed. Okay. So now we'll have to tell you, Hurri, when did you start getting employed? From this month to that month. And if we did subsidize you for those months, we'd then have to reverse the subsidies and let you know that we have to take you off because now you are not truthful. So in a lot of municipal policies, it does say there that all information that you need to give us is to be truthful. So anything that is false, we then have a right to take you off. So it's best that when your situation changes, let the municipality know so that you avoid incurring debt by the reversal of the subsidies.
Okay, so it's advisable to go back to the municipality and letting them know, the situation has changed.
Yes.
Okay, now I can start paying for my account.
Correct.
Okay, so now you have your consumer debtors that are paying the municipality religiously. Okay, now you even have those that are actually on credit. Okay, do you have any reward for those?
That is a question we get a lot.
Yes.
And people feel that they're unfairly treated.
Okay. Yes.
Because in most cases, municipalities don't have such incentives for people that don't owe the municipality.
Okay.
So the only incentives would be then each municipality would have to decide what is it that we're going to do with our people that are paying religiously. But from my history, we've never had anything where we are incentivizing people that are paying us. It's always if you have debt, you can pay your current account and we will write off maybe 30-40% of it. But for somebody who has never owed the municipality,
they've been consistently.
Yeah.
They have never had an amount on the 30 days.
Yes,
Every month they pay.
Yes.
There's no reward.
We are very thankful and we appreciate them so much, We are still standing because of them. But it's just, I've had that question before from a customer asking, what's going on? You guys are not saying anything, Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if there was an incentive for those, and then obviously now it will word of mouth, it will spread. If your account is in credit, you do get a certain incentive from the municipality. Well, I'm just putting it out there, and I'm not saying only in the municipality that you're working in, like municipalities across South Africa. Maybe if we have that incentive, it could assist with revenue collection.
Right. Probably there are municipalities that do that. I'm just not aware. But from what I know, it's just a thank you. We appreciate you.
It's a difficult one. No?
It's very difficult because then the municipality then faces a risk of losing revenue.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's quite difficult.
Okay. And then with regards to revenue collection, do you have any what enhancement can also the municipality put in place, because revenue collection, it's a serious challenge. Can you think of any other enhancement? Revenue enhancement, I don't know.
Revenue enhancement is very broad. It's not only based in the revenue office.
Okay.
So each and every section, Komaspada, needs to come up with a way how do we then assist the revenue department to increase revenue. So if you get to a section like maybe your corporate services, they will say, no, let's add advertising, and start making people pay for the billboards. Yes. And maybe parking and other stuff, because on our end, on the revenue side, our revenue enhancement is our credit control policy.
Okay. Yeah.
So in a case of a technical department, they would say, because we're losing revenue on our faulty meters, let's fix our meters to ensure that our prepaid sales now go up. So it's a matter of everybody in the municipality coming together and seeing what the problem is, looking for the root cause and saying this is where we can fix in order to increase our revenue. So a lot of strategies are there, but a lot of them are based on our credit control policy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have mentioned that not only the revenue department is responsible for revenue in the municipality, because I don't think most municipalities are aware that, with other municipalities, as soon as a service provider is appointed, especially with capital projects, it is mandatory for them to give 2% of their contract to the municipality as social responsibility. And that is also revenue enhancement. And it's a mandatory thing for those municipalities. Maybe other municipalities should look at things like that. I'm just saying.
Correct.
I'm just saying that. Anyway, unfortunately, time is not on our side. We've come to the end of our episode. And then I would like to thank you very much for honoring our invite. And then Before we can actually let you go, I do have something small for you as a token of appreciation, as a thank you that you took, this time, from your busy schedule to actually come and join our podcast. Do you have any last words that you would like to share with anyone?
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Sealetsa.
Okay. To our viewers, please follow us for more exciting insights. Follow us on all our social media platforms. That is Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube. And just follow us on SAPSI_official, or you can just search for South African Public Sector Institution.